Hey church family, my name is Annie Neufeld. I'm the pastor of small groups here at Lake Avenue Church, and this is your weekly small groups video. This past weekend, Pastor Jeff Matisich preached on Nehemiah 4 in our series called Courageous Faith. In this part of the narrative, the people of God have rallied behind Nehemiah and they've begun rebuilding the wall, but they're beginning to face some pretty intense opposition. The surrounding nations have begun to threaten the Israelites, ridicule them, and this rebuilding project has become quite precarious. Now, many of us face all kinds of opposition in our lives, but I think Nehemiah is a great model for us because first, he prays to the Lord. He seems to do that over and over again in the book of Nehemiah. His focus is on the Lord. As Jeff said, he experiences real intimacy with God amidst the uncertainty of his times. So Nehemiah responds to opposition first with prayer, but then he also just continues on the mission that God has for him. He doesn't let the opposition deter him from the good work that God has called him to do. He continues on his mission from God. But third, he is aware of this opposition and he's ready to defend himself. He's ready for the people of God to defend themselves. He instructs the builders to carry a sword right alongside of their shovel so that they might be ready to defend themselves against the people who are opposing them. I think we can all relate to Nehemiah in some way. For many of us, opposition in our lives has been very real. It's been blatant. It's been abusive. We've experienced taunting and physical threats. For others of us, we may not have experienced the kind of ridicule and abuse that is depicted in the book of Nehemiah, but we have experienced obstacles or opposition in our walk with God. This week, for your small group, I want to invite you to think about the different kinds of opposition that you have faced in your life and in the barriers that block you from carrying out God's will in your life. How do you normally respond to that kind of opposition, to those obstacles? How do you react when opposition comes your way? And then how can Nehemiah's response be a guide for us? What can we learn from Nehemiah about how to respond to opposition in a God-honoring way? Well, church family, may you experience intimacy with the God of heaven this week, even amidst our uncertain times. And may we experience the God who is in motion as we are a church on the move. Go in peace.